Okay, so I'm here at the Truckle Cheese Company today in Oakington, near Cambridge, and with Sally Callum-Holman. Fantastic business, and you've got 5 stars, haven't you?
Sure have.
Just tell everybody out there what 5 stars means to you.
It's a massive achievement. I know when Richard, the owner of the business, heard that we'd been granted 5 stars, he was over the moon personally and from a business point of view. I think it's a huge selling point as well from the product. For the business point of view, it's a huge selling point, especially with when we're promoting our product wholesale as well. We can inform all our customers that our site's been granted 5 stars excellence. So they've got
see the passion coming through. Go on, you carry on.
Yeah. So they've got confidence in us that we do it right.
So it's great to hear that you work with your local environmental health officer. We've actually got him here today just to actually ask him a few things, so let's just bring him in to have a chat.
Yeah, great.
Stephen Broadbelt, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah. So what sort of things would you talk to Sally about, and how would you help her become a 5-star business over here?
Well, Sally and her dad came to us very early on when the place was just a shell, and they asked about the structure, paperwork and good practice. Because they're sending out food, internet sales, mail order, their critical control point is keeping the product under temperature control. So they've actually got that documented, and they do test runs as well.
It's great. If I can ask you a question while he's kind of in front of us here. Because sometimes people get this perception, this preconception about environmental health officers don't get me in your business, kind of a big ogre.
No, well, Stephen's been great from day one, really, when we got Stephen in when it was a shell, like I say, for advice, and we're always very comfortable with Stephen being in here and around, and we're, like I say, confident in everything we're doing is correct.
And what sort of, just to wrap it up, what sort of 2 or 3 other things would you have helped Sally with to actually make sure she gets up to 5 stars, apart from having a food safety management system? 2 or 3 other things?
Well, yes, you're scrolling over, there's 3 areas. One is the paper and competence management, then there's the structure, the design of it, and then the maintenance of it. And then there's practices seen on the day, so it's how they're actually handling the food, how they're storing the food, and how they're monitoring the very
cool. Great. Great to see you 2 working together. Congratulations on 5 stars, and thanks very much.
Thank you.
I'm with Mark Lawson from the Dessert Company down here near Cambridge. So tell me, how long have you been going?
We started in 2000, we've been going 10 years now.
So this is kind of a big 10-year celebration?
Yeah, big celebration, yeah.
Because I'm right in saying, I think, that you've got 5 stars, haven't you, on Scores on the Doors? Just tell, that's brilliant, just tell everybody at home and out watching this in the food businesses, how has that helped you?
Well, it helps from a marketing point of view. You know, we advertise it on all our brochures and our websites. Our salesmen's going out to visit potential customers and heavily emphasising the fact that we've got it, and basically, their food is safe in our hands.
Presuming then that you work quite closely with your local environmental health officer?
Yep, we get regular visits from them. They come and check up on us, obviously make sure we're doing everything correct. But when you've got nothing to hide, you can have quite a good relationship with environmental health.
Carol, thank you so much for coming today. And just for everybody out there, can you just sort of explain to us how you helped Mark to become a 5-star Scores on the Door business?
Okay, well, Mark has always worked very closely with environmental health. He was at another premise when I first came to South Cambs, and he moved to this premise, and we worked very closely together in terms of designing the structure, making sure he had all his facilities in place, and talking to him about improving his food safety management system and revisiting, in line with moving to a new business.
Oh, you mentioned something earlier about every food business, including Mark's got to have a food safety management system now. How have you helped Mark put together his food safety management system?
Well, Mark had a sort of like a broad outline to begin with, but needed a little bit of fleshing out in places and homing in on the critical control points.
Okay, Mark, so I know one of the things you're really passionate about, and we've already talked to Carol about that, is keeping on top of food safety management within your business, and these things called HACCP principles.
Yeah.
Got any top tips for the food owners, the chefs, the businesses out there that would help them, the things that you do?
Be proactive. I mean, keeping your temperatures, done on a daily regular basis.
Yeah.
Make sure your deliveries, your suppliers are, being checked out, and you're buying from a reputable source. If you're doing that, apart from keeping the business clean, which you should be doing every day anyway,
Yeah.
you're pretty much ready for an inspection.
And Carol, what would you sort of say, just following on from Mark's comments about how you can sort of be proactive and keep the whole thing going without you, because he never knows when you're going to knock on his door, really, does he?
No, the business never know when we're going to arrive. We always do unannounced visits. So it's about, you know, exactly that, being proactive, thinking on your feet for yourself, making sure that you do your daily checks, making sure you do go back and revisit your HACCP, making sure that, you know, you're truthful about what you write down. If you have a problem, write it down. You're not there to say you shouldn't have written it down. That's really good practice to do that.
Well, thank you for coming along today.
Thank you.
And Mark, may I just wish you all the very best with your business, and I just want sales to grow and grow and grow. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Today with Vicky from Victoria's Catering here in Oakington, and what a great business this is. The other reason I'm here today is because you, I know, have got 5 stars on Scores on the Doors, and you're also an elite business, aren't you? So first of all, just tell me a little bit about, before we talk about the elite, about what does 5 stars actually mean to you?
Obviously everybody wants to be the best they can, and achieving 5 stars is boosted morale, confidence. It will have brought in more business because
Sure it has.
people like to know how their food's being produced and they want to have confidence in what they're ordering.
Yeah.
5 star as given all our staff objectives to work to,
Right.
and made them proud.
Proud of actually working for you,
Yeah.
to be part of a 5-star business.
Yeah.
I think that's great, isn't it? Sort of the pride and the approval thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And at the same time making a bit more profit at the same time.
Yeah.
I notice you're an elite 5-star, aren't you? And there's not very many of those businesses out there. He's kind of the creme de la creme, a bit like a deluxe, really. What did it take to become an elite business?
Just consistency, really, working with the environmental health.
Okay, that's good.
Just doing what they said and taking on board their advice.
2 things I'm going to pick on there is, first of all, consistency, yes?
Yeah.
So getting a great standard and maintaining that consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, superb. And the other thing you mentioned was working very closely with the environmental health officers.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that we've actually got your local environmental health officer here today, Stephen Broadbelt. And thank you so much for coming today. I know you've helped Vicky out an awful lot. How have you helped her to get in this great business to become sort of a 5-star and an elite business?
Well, I've obviously carried out inspections here, and she demonstrated very high standards of structure, practices and paperwork. Very importantly, the risk and food safety management system is in place and used day by day.
Yeah.
Also, I'm at the end of the phone for advice and guidance, which Vicky regularly contacts me either by email or by phone. It's very much a two-way thing. It's not just the environmental officer coming down and imposing. Obviously, we're here to enforce the law, but we're here also to help Vicky run a safe business.
Any sort of top tips that you give any other businesses out there, Stephen, on how they can become a 5-star and even an elite business like you've helped Vicky here?
Well, Mark, as you can see, looking around earlier, you can see the structures to very high standard. You can see the practices, you can see the staff working here behind us. You can see the products produced. You can see that they keep everything under tight control. So it's a very good, well-run business. It makes it very easy for us because we haven't got to take long letters, enforcement action. We can work together in a partnership.
Brilliant, fantastic. Thank you, Stephen. Vicky, thank you, and I hope
Thank
your
you.
business goes from strength to strength.
Thank you.
We've got a real treat.